on Just Ordinary Friends and Fam. I want to do another clan spotlight reaction video because this is one of the biggest highlights of Just Ordinary's past. This is back when CarbonFin did a recap on our Perfect CWL back in May. And it was just, when he made this video, it pulled all my strings. It was just so good. It like flashed back to 2019 when we did, when we went to Poland, and our team was there, and it was just awesome. I had such a great time watching this video, and he did such a great job. Special thanks to like Adira, Ghost, and a few others for making this happen. And it was just an incredible video that he did. A lot of attention to detail, and you could tell that he put a lot of passion into it. So thank you, Carbon. This is awesome, and I hope you enjoyed your war that you did with us in this video. So yeah, this is the recap. 45 stars all the way down, 7 for 7 for the majority of the people that attacked. This is insane. 7 for 7 all the way down. And then a few others that only had a few wars, but regardless, no fails. I remember watching this and going into the last war, and they were all pretty nervous, and they're like, oh, we gotta watch the last hit, and it was so close. If you guys didn't notice, it was one attack that could have gotten the tie against this Clash Buddies team, and they would have been able to not have us gotten those 10 extra bonus points for the winning the day. So close. Luckily we got that 1 star. This team was just so overpowered. Thank you to Adira for helping facilitate this. Ghost, so OP. He was in Just Ordinary actually way back in the day, and then he's been on to way bigger and better things. So awesome crew, awesome. This is just, the video was done so well. And one thing that this right here, this is what I'm talking about, pulling my heartstrings. Back with Just Ordinary. Here we go with the ads, of course, right when it gets to the good part. We're gonna go ahead and skip this as soon as possible, or it'll just roll in. But yeah, so Para, Panacoven, Godblin, SG, and Nakata. Granted, some of these players, we don't really have the best, they don't have the best reputation in Clash anymore, and we don't have the best relationship with them anymore, but regardless, it was a really good highlight in this time. Just flashbacks, Just Ordinary on main stage, playing for, $1 million back in the day. It was just such a cool ordeal. And, it was funny. I was actually going to go on this trip, but it was literally the weekend that my wife and I got married. So, obviously, I had to pick your priorities. I picked the right one. Definitely would do that wedding over. It was a beautiful wedding. I love my wife. I love my daughter. It's great. I love them. No regrets at all. But it is so funny that we could see this video and, flashback back to 2019 when we were in Poland on main stage. I mean, it was so cool. So Carbon was able to edit this and put that in there, which was just so sentimental. Again, appreciate it. I know it's a few months late, and we've talked since then, but here's just a reminder. I love the video, and it was great. I really appreciate it. I've got it saved on like my camera roll. I screen recorded it. Now it's going on my YouTube just to have for record. Later down the road, I can show my daughter maybe when she gets into gaming or does anything. So she can say, "Hey, that was my dad back in the day." So yeah. Anyway, Ghost doing his attack here, and it was just so overpowered. It's just so insane. Town Hall 16 was defenses were kind of non-existent unless you got super lucky. So and that's a mixture of all of these guys' skill plus us getting a little bit lucky on the last day defense with getting that 1 star. And his attacks are just so OP. Ghost, I love watching it. He's kind of like Ka in Just Ordinary right now. He's like able to dissect each base, and he has the vision. He has the vision. Obviously, I mean, he's like literally a pro and one of the most renowned Clash of Clans players in the game. So but yeah, it was just so cool that Carbon was able to come over to Just Ordinary, highlight a few these members' attacks, and do a couple wars with us. I mean, we had a really great time hosting him, and hopefully he can come back when we do this again. Dare I say we do another Perfect CWL. to this day, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there's only 2 clans that have ever, well, there's been 3 months, but only 2 clans that have ever perfected the CWL. And we were the first ones in May of 2019. And then June, it was a Chinese clan. And then they did it again in July. Now, you know, if anyone else wants to hear, fact check me and let me know to make sure. But I'm 99% sure that was the deal. So, yeah, it's just insane. One of only 2 clans to perfect CWL in the, I don't know, 2019. It's been like 6-7 years of CWLs, and that's the only one. So, oh my goodness, just ordinary. I love this clan. Yeah, so here's BJ Baller 10, and he did an incredible Lalo. It's kind of sad now the Lalo's kind of dead with Town Hall 17. You're not really seeing it a whole lot, and I don't know if that's because of just the defenses. I mean, obviously the upgraded multi-archer towers, and then like the scatters, the traps. There's so many upgrades now that really deter the new air defense levels. And I don't know if you guys saw or not, but as of today, Itsu posted a new video about some leaks about the next upgrades, and another one is like the scatters, or the Teslas and mortars, yeah, a few others. So it's gonna be time to grind, time to farm, time to upgrade those bases, because hey, esports is right around the corner. You got to make sure your bases are the most up to date and ready to rock and roll for tournaments, you know, and that's what we're going to be prioritizing this year. So it was just, this video was just unreal. I really appreciate all the work that he did into this, and, you know, showing off just ordinary and doing the perfect CWL. You know, hopefully we'll get another one here in the next few months with Town Hall 7. Imagine that. The first ever and Town Hall 16 perfect CWL, and then the first perfect Town Hall 17 CWL. I'm down. I'm down. Just ordinary, if you're watching this, some of these members that are in CWL this month, let's roll it. Let's run it. Let's try to get it. We did match in both our Champs 1 teams. Just ordinary got a pretty manageable bracket. There's, I think, 1 or 2 teams that, one of them we actually faced in our other Champs 1 team last month, and it was Kai Bang Pro. It's a Chinese team, and they lost one day. I think one day, yeah, just one day, and then so now we are playing them for, you know, redemption. We're gonna, you know, get some payback, and I really think that was the only notable Champs 1 team in that bracket. There was no freebies like so in Warlock. I don't know how this really works, but a lot of Champs 1 teams will like spin, but they don't have any Town Hall 17s in, so I think they're like intentionally trying to demote. And in Warlock, I think there's 2 of them. Except there's like 3 super hardcore teams in there. There's Troc Paris. We just talked about him in a very recent video. I think the last video that we did. He matched himself in 2 clans, and we matched him. So it's like Dragon Riders or Dragon King, something like that. And then the other one is BVSN or BSVN War. And, you know, just a lot of OP attackers when it comes to those clans. It was a, you know, that's going to be a tough league. We're going to need to average like 43 to 45 stars every war, which is completely doable. And we're going to try and do that. But, you know, it's a lot tougher than the just ordinary one. So I'm really got high hopes. If Warlock can win every day, then we will get a top probably 5 to 10 placing. I'm saying top 5 if we can win every day. And then if it just ordinary just wins against Kai Bang Pro, then I think we're going top 5 too. So, knock on wood, send positive vibes this direction, because that's what we're aiming for. I'm really stoked to see what our turnout's going to be. Actually, our war day starts in about 3 hours now. It's, yeah, 10:30 Mountain Time for me. I live in Colorado, for those of you who don't know. I believe it starts in about 3 hours, and we're going to see what the turnout is. First day for Just Ordinary isn't bad. First day in Warlock is bad. We're playing that King Dragon, or I can't remember the name of it now. But we're playing them first day, and that's got like 3 Troc accounts, and then, yeah, it'll be tough, but I'm not counting us out by any means. So, yeah, this has just been an incredible spotlight from CarbonFin. I was super excited that he got to do a couple wars with us, and he put up, like, I think he did 2 wars, and he put up like a 12-pack. So obviously it speaks for himself. He's a great player. So yeah, guys, I'm stoked for this CWL. Just Ordinary's priorities go like this: CWL, wars, and then we've trickled into like esports and some other things. But those 2 are the main priorities. So you know, CWL Champs 1 is very serious. We take it, you know, very serious. We look for bases to see if there's any like possibility to, if we already have them built, you know, like that we could use for friendly challenges because they're common Legend League bases or something like that, or, you know, we strategize, get on voice chats, you name it. So yeah, we really take it seriously. As you guys all know, I showed the war log of Just Ordinary, and we were first, I think we did CWL and Just Ordinary 10 months in 2024, and we placed first in 8 of those and second in the other ones. So we take CWL very, very seriously. It's like during CWL week, I'm like, my phone is open on Clash wherever I'm at all the time, just to see if there's any live attacks going on. I love watching the raids. I love watching the magic happen. I mean, yeah, it's just a really good time. Excuse me again, I'm still trying to get over this COVID bug. I've had it for like 5 days now. So, yeah, but yeah, just great stuff, great stuff. We are going to be probably announcing something soon when it comes to esports. I'd say within the next like month. And it's going to be some big stuff. Be really excited. We're going to push that out on our social media platforms. I downloaded X again. You know, try to like go across multi platforms like Instagram. I made an Instagram for this. And I'm also going to start posting like other stuff other than just Clash for those that are interested. You know, like a big passion of mine is running. I love running. I signed up for my first marathon this year, which is in 5 months, which means I have a steep training curve to begin with. So I'm going to be pushing that number. It's January 2nd. Yesterday I ran a 5K. And, you know, it wasn't terrible, but man, you can tell when you're not as active, you know? So, like, December, I don't think I got much runs in, and so it kind of just, like, built up a little bit. And obviously, there's a lot of food that happens in December, which, guilty. And so now I'm trying to burn that off and start the marathoning again. I got a new pair of Ultras. I love Ultras. It's, like, the only running shoe that doesn't give me blisters or shin splints, so I'm all about it. Yeah, I hope some of you guys can relate. And, you know, I want to be an advocate for like a fit gamer, you know, like these guys that really prioritize, you know, personal health and like working out and gaming. Like that's a lot of dudes escape is gaming, and you know, and girls, you know, whatever. The human species just likes gaming now, whatever that is. And so I really want to like advocate for that, and you know, be a source for like the fit gamer. So like, you know, if you guys are gonna clash, every attack that you fail, hey, let's pop down and do like 30 push-ups, right? Or like each percent that you're off, that's how much you have to do push-ups. That's how many sit-ups. You know, you gotta run that many miles this month, whatever it is, right? So I'm not the biggest lifter, but I do love running. There's just something about the escape that is great. And yeah, so it's, yeah, you're gonna see some of those videos, maybe of me like selfieing running, and you know, talking about, you know, training plans and stuff like that also. Yeah, and then, you know, we'll see what it turns into. You know, I think there's a lot of potential here. So yeah, feel like I was rambling on for a little bit, but I hope that some of it was applicable and you could relate to. And we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up with Carbon's last attack. And look at this fireball! Oh my God! Granted, this was Town Hall 16 in quite a ways ago, but still overpowered. What a great fireball! I hope everyone had a good New Year. I hope everyone has some good New Year's resolutions. I went through with my wife and a friend of ours, and we went through like 25 goals for the year, so that way we can like everything as small as just like making sure I take a multivitamin every day, to doing some sort of physical activity every day, to making more money, or getting the promotion, or just a whole bunch of different goals for the year. And yeah, I hope everyone does that, because you need like a vision board, something that you wake up to every day and you're like, that's my goal. It's like a mission and vision statement. You're like, that is what I'm going for, that's what I'm aiming for, and that's awesome. I really can appreciate that stuff, because it really like sets your mind towards, hey, these are my goals for the day, this is my goal for the month, and this is the goal for the year, and this is what I'm going to do to achieve it. And I'm a huge advocate for that. I really think like laying these things out in public and seeing it visually is great, right? Because then you can hold yourself accountable. You can have your spouse, your friends, anyone, any resource can just hold you accountable, which is awesome. It really helps like solidify what your plan is and how you're going to achieve it. So, and you make those goals for a reason, right? It's because you want to better yourself and better, your, whether that's finances, personality, career goals, education goals, whatever it may be. It's like, yeah, hold yourself accountable, have your friends hold you accountable, and push for it. So, yeah, more to come on that, but we'll see what it turns into. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. This was such a sentimental video to me. Just ordinary. Number 1, first ever Perfect CWL. Take it easy. I really appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon.